pump me up, call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play, and then it's time, better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put.
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Get it! Check! Hurt! Ready! Hut!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Browns defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And some room to work down the right sideline, and all the way in. Touchdown Cleveland. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Look for a incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll come out with a 4-receiver set. 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 43. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. This time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle. The Browns sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd down, it's Stump. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, this defense for the Giants very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
3rd and 2, Watson. Flush to his right. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Stump. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try the air now with Watson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Mevis knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here that add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and 5. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. Finding room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Panther Street.
Left side, he's got Robinson. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Deputy Lions. 19 Tigers. Go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Let's go now.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 2-yard line.
Tag.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Go.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, New York.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Browns 10, Giants 7. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Pierre Strong to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They're on the 15-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Here's Watson now on second down. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Giants 14, Browns 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Watson now to throw. Right back to Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down. It's Stump, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Watson. And he fires one incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Drew Chrisman now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. They keep it with Barkley on first down. There's the stiff arm. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Hurt.
On second down, here's Henry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Hey, check that. Street. Hustle.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second and 9 from the 44.
Cougar 19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Giants, first down.
Come on.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
60 Bobcat. Cut 19. Trap 60. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a second and 10.
19 Lions.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone until a momentary block with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The kick by Gold is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Watson on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's stumped. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw on second is Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Again, it's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Now Watson. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Nevis knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things both...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. In motion goes the tight end. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They go play action here on first down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Inside handoff, Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to widen their advantage. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Giants 24, Browns 13.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Watson rifles one incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Lion. Panther Street. Panther Street. Go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Get it!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Okay, ready? Go, Reed, go! Ready, go! Ready!
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do? Put up signs that say, roads closed.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stumpf. So give him 5 yards there in the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 1 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Stumpf. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st down, it's Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson just beating the play clock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down, New York.
Great. Rita.
They'll go to Barkley again. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Ready.
Second down and 8. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here we go.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss.
18 Cardinal.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Dances by him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Unlock Ryan. Street. Let's go.
On third down, Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Let's go. Check, Bobcat. Ready.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Let's go now.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check that. Street.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Okay.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Check. Panther. Ready.
Henry running right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Stump, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4.
Hey, smash Broncos!
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve
to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Ready?
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Giants, it's a 10th win of the year now.